Saudi Arabia claim to be Muslim. However, not only do they pay interest in the other countries, they also charge interest the other countries as well. And that's my answer finished.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, Tarek, are you still with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, good. Are there any original and reliable resources for European youth to have a correct understanding of Islam?
Actually, this is, as also Fabrice said, it's a very difficult to say which sources are the best, because as we know in Islam there are different sects, different like Sunni, Shia, and in Sunnah there's the Wahhabi, Salafi, Muslim brothers, and in Shia we have also different let's say schools. That's why it's very difficult for someone. I know the right one, and if I see another one, like he's Wahhabi, he thinks he has the right one. So the main source of information about Islam is Quran, just Quran for now. And of course Ahlul Bayt,
Right.
which is, we have Imam Malik as well. He has a great book called Aluni Qabla an Tafqiduni, and that means ask me before you, let's say, lose me, or before I die. But I think Fabrice said something that the translation of Quran is not correct. I can say it's 99% correct, but it's because it doesn't have so different meanings, and that's why I say Quran. For me, we have as a Shia, Muslim Shia, I should have like a person from my religion who can I rely on as taqlid, you know, I don't know in English what does it say, and I can choose a person who I follow, and that's why in Shia it's not very difficult, because there are too many persons, but the very good person are well known, like Sistani in Iraq, Imam Khamenei in Iran. In Lebanon we have like Sayyid Muhammad Hussein Abdullah, but now he died. So the main two sources now for such things are Imam Khamenei and Imam Sistani in Iraq.
Right.
So I suggest these two, just these two, who can really give the best out of Islam.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, this is the last question. Tim Wright, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Tim, what do you think Islamic Republic of Iran's role can be in the process of introducing Islam to the West?
Can you repeat that question?
Sure. What do you think the Islamic Republic of Iran's role can be in the process of introducing Islam to the West?
I believe that just the character of the Islamic Republic of Iran and the leader of the Islamic Republic is a very good example of how Muslims are supposed to be. The world sees, the world sees Islam as barbaric.
It's okay.
The world sees Islam as barbaric because of the Takfiri groups who are sponsored by the West. The Islamic Republic, the leaders of the Islamic Republic are better, are more highly qualified to represent Islam than, say, the leaders of Saudi Arabia or Turkey, who actually deal with the imperialists on a business level, and I'm pretty sure they deal with them on a personal level as well. So as far as the Islamic Republic being a representative of Islam, I think that just the character and their actions alone are the the decisive factor in their role in Islam. That's my answer. Pretty
Thank you.
much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank
Okay. Mohammed has something to say. Mr. Nosrati, are you there?
Yes, yes.
Okay, please. بفرمایید.
خب من به عنوان یک ایرانی که تمام پدرانم مسلمان بودن ترجمه میکنیم.
Muhammad says that as an Iranian with Muslim ancestors. بفرمایید.
خیلی خوشحالم که شماها که در غرب زندگی کردید نگاه منصفانه‌ای نسبت به این دین مبین آسمانی دارید.
I'm so glad that you who have lived in the West have a good view on Islam.
در ایران میلیون‌ها جوان هستن که دوست دارند این دین آسمانی رو و دین اسلام واقعی رو به جوانان غربی معرفی کنند.
There are millions of youth in Iran that would like to introduce Islam, the real Islam, to the youth of to the Western youth.
من از شما میپرسم که ما از چه طریقی، چه پیشنهاداتی و چه روش‌هایی رو شما پیشنهاد میکنید تا این جوان‌ها بتونن این اقدامی که دوست دارن رو انجام بدن؟
Okay, now here's a question. He asks you that what are your suggestions to these Iranian youth to introduce Islam better to the world? Who can answer? Who want to answer?
So can I answer?
Sure, Tarek, yes.
Okay. I just want to say something that yesterday, based on an experience, when someone, I'll start from the sectarian, as sectarian people, when someone just, because the main propaganda against Iran in the first place is about Sahaba and these things, that Shia swear and they do not respect Sahaba, etc. We have fatwa from Imam Khamenei that says that this is haram and we shouldn't do that. So in the first place, when we go in a discussion, we can end this by showing this fatwa, and we do not add anything that might let us fall in problems that we cannot or mistakes that doesn't represent what Imam Khamenei said. And from Iran, what you're doing now, you both guys, Muhammad and Fatima, is a great idea and an opportunity for us. Like we have from Australia, from America, the States, from Europe, and from Iran.
We're from around the world.
Exactly, it's like a round table where we can exchange ideas, and I can say Iranian youth are still do not represent Iran on the social media, so we need more people that are really more they act to
should
act
be more
more.
active.
So we need exactly.
Thank you. Thank you, Tariq. Thank you so much.
Yes, I've got a suggestion, Fatima.
Thank you, Oliver. Okay.
You were saying how Iran and leaders in Iran can sort of get their message over to people like myself and people a lot younger than me, because obviously
Yes.
I'm not the youth of the West, but I think that the letter may be more along the same sort of lines, and you know, this sort of thing compared to Netanyahu, who's always on our televisions with his picture of his bomb, you know, very negative, and you know, it seems to me quite foolish and very negative. Like I say, trying to rule by fear, whereas your leader in Iran was, you know, very honest, very humble, and very respectful as well. The way he said that he wanted to speak to the youth, but not speaking over the parents. You know, I thought that was very respectful of him, and he pointed out why and why he wanted to speak directly and not through the media.
Youth.
I think more of the same, to be quite honest, and it's woke me up a lot, and I will definitely you know, look for more information, and like I say, I am a little religious, but I've not really staked my claim as to what I believe in a God, and you know, but I shall look into Islam, and it's something I'm very interested in, and I shall look, you know, at the pure information, not the tainted information, and I think the letter was a good thing, and more of that would be helpful. Straight communication.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Oliver.
Thank you.
Okay, Michael said, I have a strong Irish accent. Sorry, basically the information that is in Torah and New Testament of Bible is in Torah and Injil within Quran. You know, basically what comes in Quran, you can find it in Injil and Torah too, because basically they are from the same God, they're sent from the same God, but Torah and Injil have actually changed during the time, and I believe this is not the original one that is in the hands of people. Thank you, Michael, thank you so much. Okay, Tim Anderson, Mohammed has a question from you too. بفرمایید.
Yes.
من از آقای تیم اندرسون به عنوان یک استاد دانشگاه و یک پروفسور سوال دارم که آیا در مجامع دانشگاهی غرب کتاب‌ها و خدمتشون محتوای پژوهشی لازم برای معرفی اسلام تولید شده یا نه؟
He says, as a university professor, do you think there are enough books and resources to introduce Islam in the universities to the university students and to the researchers?
Sorry, do I think there are resources?
Resources, there are enough resources and books to introduce Islam.
No, there's very few good quality resources, because a lot of what is written about Islam, and particularly during the times of conflict, is heavily weighted with the imperial, I would say, perspectives, you know. So that's why I think the question of cultural exchange is much more important. It is the case that young people are quite open to learning about Islam, about Iran, about other Middle Eastern countries, but there is a lack of, let's say, a breadth of perspectives, you know, rather than numbers of books. And I think sometimes the direct connection between young people through traveling, through conferences, through organized events is very important. It's harder, for example, to write fictions about Iran or Syria if young people have their own direct connections with those cultures and the young people in those cultures. So I think that direct connection is very important, and the original perspectives from people in those cultures, rather than interpreted through some North American expert or something.
Thank you very much, Tim. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, everybody, for being here and for your precious views. We are planning to have more conferences in the future on various topics, and I hope to meet you again on the next meetings too.
Thank you, Dada.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. It was an honor. Thanks.
Thank you for me too as well.
Thank you, Tarek. And goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Good night.
Bye. Good night.
Good night. Assalamu alaikum.